Hey guys. How's that? That good? Fine. I think so. Okay. Hi guys. Let me zoom in a tiny bit. Like this. Do a little zoom. There we go. Okay, perfect. Hello everyone. Oops. My little charger fell down. Hang on, I don't want to lose you now. Something like that. There we go. Go live over here too if they get upset with me. Hello guys. Hello folks. I got a great show for you this evening. Welcome back to another live show. Today we're going to be talking about small money energy. Activities that he does that indicates that his money's small. All right? So, if he's taking you on a first date, let me paint some pictures for you, some examples. All right? First date, so you know off rip. Okay? If he's asking you to come over to his buddy's house for his first date, his money's small. If he wants to take you to the movies, and he goes, I'll pay for the tickets and you pay for the concessions, money's small. If he's saying that, well, let's stop on the gas station, at the gas station on the way to the movie theater, money's small. It's not like he's taking you to like the candy store. It's like, no, it's the gas station. It's just cheaper over here, right? It's just cheaper here, babe, so. Money's small. If he offers you wine out of a box, it's small. If his idea of a first date is a hike, money's small. He's conserving. It's hot out here. If he thinks, if he's bringing you to Taco Tuesday, hey, let's get together for Taco Tuesday, Paquito. It's small. These little indicators on the first date is what it's going to be a telltale, glaring, white-hot red flag of how the rest of the relationship's going to go. So, if he wants to go on a walk, money's small. It just is. He wants to go on a date to the beach, it's small. If he says, let me cook for you, come on over to my house, and then he goes into the refrigerator or the freezer and takes a bag of vegetables out, the pre-mixed vegetables, money's small. It's not cute. It's small. And what does that mean for the rest of y'all's relationship? You get what I'm saying? The first few dates, at the very least, should be a little bit of conspicuous consumption. You know what I mean? Trying to impress you a little bit. Because let me tell you something else. Do you think it gets better? Do you think they become more generous as the relationship goes on or less? You ever think about that? When was the last time you were in a relationship? Think back. When was he spending the most? Do you get what I'm saying? If he wants to take a trip to the taco truck, Paquito. No thanks. I would rather not. Okay? Simply because I can predict where this relationship's going. There's going to be a lot of guys that would be perfectly willing to let you move in and set up shop in their life, in their apartment, and pay half their rent. And you establish that shit from the beginning. Do you get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You're going to end up, if you go on those kinds of dates, and I'm not saying a picnic isn't nice. I'm not. But, third date or something. You get what I'm saying? Not first date. Not this is the time I'm trying to impress you date. You get what I mean? You can do those things. I like hiking or whatever. I guess. I don't know. It's been a while. But that's not the point. The point is if that's the first date, if he's asking you to go to the gym, meet him at the gym for your first date, money small. Money small. He doesn't have enough. Every time I think big buff guy, I think tiny apartment. Muscles are nice, but then it's quickly not nice. You end up hating that dude. You end up being frustrated that he takes Tupperware to the restaurant. Because he got to get his macros in. Ugh. Gross. But that's how it is, folks. Money small. All right? And if they start that way, it gets worse. It doesn't get better. They don't do cheap dates when they're trying to impress you, and then when they're not trying to impress you, do extravagant, nice things. They don't. So, start from the top, Demand a lot. Here's another one. Here's a controversial one. If you're a mother and you got kids and they want to take you on a date and they don't offer to pay for the babysitter, money small. It just is. If they don't offer to cover the cost of your sitter, the money's small. Save yourself the time. Unless y'all need practice, then that's all right too. All I'm saying is, if they start with small money gestures, it just continues to get smaller and smaller even from there. So, set a high price for yourself. You know what I mean? I hope that helps, folks. How's it going, folks? How do you know this? I'm a man. What do you mean? Hello. Okay. Where's your latte? Today Prime sent me a bunch of stuff, so I'm drinking that. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Hello, folks. I really like that color on you. Thank you. A little cream today. If I wasn't creamy enough. I don't know. What am I saying? Hello, folks. If they start cheap, it gets worse, it ends cheap. Here's the thing, if they win at the beginning of relationships, they want to impress you. You see what I'm saying? If they're not spending to impress you, what's your price set at? You know what I mean? You should be a little more expensive than that. It should cost a little. You know what I mean? You accept what you accept what you accept. All right? So, don't let them get away with it. Let's see here. He has money, but worried I might spend it all. A guy that has money isn't worried that you're going to spend it all. It's a guy that doesn't have enough money is worried that you're going to spend it all. That's it. He's like, I got a little bit of money, and I'm worried she's going to spend it. And I would recommend get back to work. And also, what does that mean? Is he giving you his credit cards? Because otherwise, I mean, why? It's always the guys that don't have any gold to dig that are worried about some woman taking their whatever they got, taking for all they got. And 5 or 10 years from now, you're going to walk on down to the courthouse and take them for all they got. That's always the guys with no money that are worried about that. What money? Where is it? I haven't seen it at all in 5 years. What money? What are you worried about me taking from you? You get what I'm saying? They will be broke and in a single bedroom apartment, and then think that they themselves in their imagination in the future one day they're going to be super rich. And then when they do, you're going to take them for all they got. Right. What money? Do you guys see what I'm saying? If they're worried about you spending it all, they don't have enough. That's it. Get back to work. Hello, folks. What's a good first date? A ball. You should take you to a ball. Big charity ball where you can wear your most prettiest dress. You can wear a top hat and a monocle. And then you're announced when you get there and you're on horseback. That's where. Somewhere nice. All right? If the first date's offering you let's go for a walk, it's not expensive enough. Set the precedent early. All right? Hello, folks. That's right. If he's offering you these kinds of things, you know early on the money's small. That's a big problem. And the thing is that there's nothing wrong with being broke for now. There's nothing wrong with being sort of figuring out your financial situation. I've never had a problem with that. The only problem I have with that is that if you're in a rough financial position, why are you trying to date women? You know what I mean? Why are you trying to get a woman? And to me, it seems like the answer's obvious, right? It's like, why really? So you can validate them? So you can financially support them? Or their habits, something, or worse, their habits? You get what I mean? So they can unload all of their complaints onto you about how the world's so unfair to them? Perfect. Ugh. You get what I'm saying? You're putting the cart before the horse kind of deal. Just sit there and trick some woman to gain sympathy for your shitty financial situation. And then you're going to end up blaming her anyways. You get what I mean? That's how it goes. So why are you trying to date instead of making money? So, don't fall for these cheap dates, folks. If he's inviting you to come over to his boy's house for a kickback on his first date, on your first date. Money small. It's small. If his first date suggestion is Taco Tuesday, Paquito, it's small. So, don't fall for it. All right? That's right, folks. No discounts, no discount dates. Nobody wants to go bowling. God. It's $12 a lane all night. Money small. Bowling sucks. You hit like three, you throw that ball the first, here's bowling. You go to bowling and it's fun the first time you throw it and then we're over it. Now what? We have to sit here? Am I a prisoner? I got how many more fucking times you did? 12 more times? Twice each? God! What the fuck? Bowling sucks. My arm is tired. I don't want to roll this thing down there. I don't even care. And I have to pretend like you're just so great at it. And I'd rather be somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? Money small. Don't fall for it. All right? If he takes you for $12 a lane all night bowling on your first date, imagine what your 30th date's going to be like. Sitting on a dirt mound somewhere. That's where your 30th date's going to be, on a dirt mound. Because it doesn't get better, it gets worse. They spend less on dates over time. So if the top shelf thing what they tried to do was to impress you was take you $12 a lane bowling on date 1, I promise you, ma'am, on date 30, you're going to be sitting on a dirt mound looking off into the sunset, I guess. I don't know. Or whatever. What do you think it's going to be? You think your 30th date's going to be at the Ritz in Bora Bora? Probably not. I bet it won't. So if his money's small on date 1, it's going to be a lot smaller on date 30, let me tell you. All right? I promise you. I promise you that. Hello, folks. Hello, folks. How's it going? Don't fall for it, ladies. Long walks on the beach are fine for your 5th anniversary, not date 1. You get what I'm saying? They're supposed to be impressing you a little bit. All right? Oh, man. Okay. What are things I should look out for when dating other than money small? That's it. Make sure, here's the thing. Here's one more thing. Let me just set this up. Even if he has money, you might be able to verifiably know that he has money. But there's some men that have money, and no matter how much money they got, you won't be able to squeeze 1 red cent out of them. They're going to be tightwads. You ever heard of tightwad? They're going to be tightwads forever. And that's never going to change no matter what you do. All right? And that's just an illness. It's like a disease that they're born with. They're born into their family, that sort of stingy behavior. And that's how it's going to be forever. And there's nothing you can do about it. And it won't matter how much money he's got. You're going to be in an affordable situation no matter what. You're always going to get the bargain deals, clipping coupons. That's going to be your future. You're going to be the kind of family that stays across the freeway from the theme park on your family vacation every other year. Is that what you want? Because that's what you're going to get. It doesn't matter how rich he is. If he's stingy, you're going to be a across the freeway motel family. There's nothing you're going to do to change that man. I promise you that. He might as well be broke. I promise you that. You'll get nothing. You get what I mean? And he'll make you feel guilty for wanting things too. You ever go to the grocery aisle and have to avert your eyes on the skincare aisle? That's what your life's going to be. Don't even look over there, honey. That's literally what he's going to sound like. That's my best impression. Don't even look over there, honey. Oh, we can't afford it. Well, you're not going to be able to afford that, honey. Don't even look over there. That's going to be like your theme song everywhere you go. Is that what you want? Do you want your theme song to be like, oh, don't even look over there, honey. We can't afford that. Is that what you want your theme song to be? That's what happens when you date stingy. Choose wisely, folks. Woo, it's too rich for my blood. I promise you. Oh, man. Hey, answer my question to your videos. What question? If he says he doesn't like spending money, but not stingy, should I run? If a man tells you in the beginning that he doesn't like spending money, he's telling you exactly that. He doesn't like spending money. And that also means he doesn't like spending money on you. That is a forewarning. You ain't never getting that bag. I don't know what echelon you are at life, but you're not getting a Michael Kors. You're not getting a Birkin, nothing. Never. You never will. So, accept that if you want to, or run for the hills. All right? For somebody a little bit more generous. I don't know. It's up to you, folks. Hello, folks. And move on from excuse me. Move on from. Hello, folks. Happy Thursday. Hi. Thoughts on long distance? There's nothing wrong with long distance as long as you're okay with it, knowing the fact that he's going to have a secret girlfriend wherever he is. If y'all in college or whatever, he's going to have a girlfriend over there, hoeing. Y'all both going to be hoeing. Let's be real. So, as long as you're okay with knowing that he has a secret girlfriend, then fine. If that man is more than 25 miles away from you, that man has a Tinder account. Straight up. It's on the 4th page. For sure. And he's telling some poor unfortunate soul online that he's single. All right? That's just like, what is that? Just like I mean, it's like should be a law of nature or something. That's like after the 25 mile mark, he's got a Tinder account for sure. If a man has Snapchat, if a grown ass man over 25 has Snapchat, first of all, gross. Second of all, he's hoeing. For sure. What do you need vanishing anything for? You get what I mean? If not for hoeing. Of course it's for hoeing. What? You women too, y'all got Snapchat? You're hoeing. All y'all hoeing. Why has it got to disappear for? Who are you hiding it from? If a grown-ass man has streaks with anyone, gross. But also hoeing, for sure. Add me on Snap, gross. Ugh. I just want to vomit. What grown man is like, add my Snap? You on Snapchat? Ugh. It's almost involuntary at this point. Jesus. Grow up. Y'all hoeing for sure. For sure. Let's see here. What if you met a guy, hang on. What if you met a guy on Snapchat? What if you met a guy on Snapchat who wants, sorry, I did not mean to say that. What if a guy, oh my God, it keeps going. I can't read the end of it. Hang on. I lost it. Never mind, it's gone. God, I missed the end of it. What if you met a guy on Snapchat? I don't know, I missed that part. Is it a red flag if he has more followers than me and also cares about his post? Is it a red flag if he has more followers and he cares about his post? I don't know, it just depends. Maybe he takes social media seriously, I don't know. Some people really treat it as a business, I don't know. It's hard to say. He's a manager and works overtime, but says he doesn't have enough money for me. Well, he's probably working overtime to pay his own damn bills, first of all. And if he's barely getting by, barely making ends meet, maybe you shouldn't be dating in the first place. Get your money up, then come back when you got some. Keep your options open, sis, till he's got some money to spend. You get what I mean? Key word is mutually beneficial. Mutually beneficial relationship. Not at your leisure relationship. Don't you get it? What's in it for me too? All right? That's fair, I think. What if you met a guy on Snapchat who wants to date you? First of all, gross. That's gross. What grown-ass man is on Snapchat? Gross. Ugh. Second of all, he's hoeing. And you're one of those hoes. What do you mean? Y'all both on there hoeing. Why do you even need Snapchat? So that the messages disappear? Hoeing. For sure. Hello, folks. Should I unfollow him if he dates strippers? Maybe you should just start taking a class yourself. Just sign up for yourself a class, post a story, and be like, I see this is what you like. How am I doing? It's a good workout for me. Start taking this class Tuesdays and Thursdays. Just so he knows you're paying attention. You know what I mean? Two can play at that game. Maybe I'll make some extra money because you're not giving me enough. How about that? If you can't beat them, join them. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Hello, folks. Is it a red flag if my fiance wants to go riding his motorcycle with his boys on Mondays? No. Get yourself a hobby. What do you mean? When he goes out and get on his motorcycle, you go out and get your, I don't know, get a mani-pedi, whatever. Tell him to leave you some money before he goes. Because you got separation anxiety. And your therapist says that the only way you can handle this separation anxiety is with a little therapeutic massage. And it's $200. So, leave it on the counter. You did this to me. My therapist says I need a manicure and a pedicure. And since you're the source of this anxiety that I have, then you should pay me. I'm owed something. I'm a victim here. And the only treatment and the only restitutions that I can seek for this is skincare. So, before this turns into a mounting issue, leave some money on the counter. How about that? Do you guys get what I'm saying? He's finding it. Yeah, I'm working on it. If he says he's only got Snapchat, he's hoeing, for sure. Hello, folks. Let's see here. What if a guy takes you, wait, oops, I lost it. Wait. What if a guy takes you out on a first date to a Mexican restaurant and works 9 to 5, is in the reserves? No, what if? Y'all act like I got a problem with Mexican restaurants. Let them take you to a Mexican restaurant. There's nothing wrong with that. Get you a margarita, whatever. I don't know. Spicy marg. Fine. And it's okay if he works a 9 to 5 job too. What? Some of them pays a lot. My first 9 to 5 job out of college was at Fortune 500 company in Northrop Grumman. I was building weapons for the government, air vehicles mostly, right here in California, and did that and versions of that for a long time. 9 to 5, making a fuck lot of money. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with a 9 to 5 job? It's good that he has a job. In fact, it's probably better because most of y'all dating guys that don't have jobs, haven't had a job since ever. And they want to come live in your house. How come you invite a guy over one time and then he stays for 3 days? What's that about? Don't you have a home to go home to? Why are you in here using up all of my body wash? You get what I'm saying? I didn't expect an extended stay. Why are you here? Aren't you busy? And some of y'all living like that. And what do you think that leads to? That leads to you, ma'am, taking care of a grown-ass man. He's going to be living on your couch in the same basketball shorts as yesterday, eating your food and using up all your body wash with a secret Tinder account. That's what that leads to. That's what happens when they're not busy enough. I promise you. Why y'all letting him do that? It's better that he has a 9-to-5 job. That man needs a job. He needs to have something to do with all of his time. How do you not get caught dating multiple men? Just don't tell them. You know what? And I'm not saying I wish this upon myself or whatever. That's not exactly what I'm saying. But as I've gotten older, I've just genuinely have learned to just stop asking questions I don't want to know the answers to. I didn't ask. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just don't want to know. All right? And if you're a woman, you got a life to live. Y'all single till you're married. So, you keep that shit to your grave. There's some stuff they don't even need to know. Didn't your mama raise you to have a little mystery? You know what I mean? They don't need to know every detail. And they don't want to know either. So stop offering it up. Stop volunteering. You guys get what I'm saying? And if they catch you, you can just dye your hair and move cities. Just go by your middle name now. Ta-da! Try again. All right? Learn from your mistakes. In 2 towns over. How are they gonna know? Take that shit to your grave. I don't know her. Who? I don't know. They don't need to know, and I don't want to know. All right? Until you're married, hedge your bets. All right? Oh, man. Let's see here. Is it a red flag if a man makes you pay 50-50 on the first date? Listen, man. If you're paying 50-50 on the first date, you're going to be paying 50-50 for the rest of your life. He's not going to just suddenly be like, oh, well, I really appreciated you going 50-50 the first couple of months of our relationship. So congratulations, you've won the award. And I'm going to be super generous and take care of all of the financial obligations for both of us for the rest of your life. That's not how it works. You know what you're going to unlock? You paying more than half and doing more work. That's what you're going to get. If you pay for 50-50 for the first couple of dates, you're going to be paying more than 50% for that man's life. I promise you that. And you think that man's going to be doing 50% of child rearing too? Yeah, right. You're going to be coming home from work and still taking care of them kids and cleaning that house and be expected to perform. If you know what I mean, for Bible study or whatever. You think you're just going to be nice and cover your half at the beginning and then later he's just going to shoulder the whole cost? Yeah, right. And you're not helping him, by the way. You're not helping some man by being nice and covering the cost. You just are just setting the expectations as to what you'll accept. And he's going to go, okay, that's how much she costs. So I can manage that cost. She's paying half. Maybe even make my life cheaper. You think that helps them? You guys get what I'm saying? You should just set that from the beginning. It's expensive. My life's expensive. And in order for me to be a part of yours, it just costs. It just is what it is. And I got many offers. I'm going to pick the best one. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with a woman picking the best options she has available to her? You know what I mean? The men want you anyways, and they're going to come in from you, and they're going to come at you at all shapes and sizes and buckets of money. Let me tell you, some guys are going to have a lot of money, some guys are going to have a little bit of money, and then the ones that offer, they make the best offer. Why wouldn't the woman accept the best offer for herself? What? You think it makes a man stronger to relieve some of his financial burden, or do you think that it makes him weaker? Because he goes, well, I don't have to earn as much. You guys get what I'm saying? Y'all set this up for yourself, all right? Oh, man. Let's see here. What about an emotional connection? You will learn to love that man. He'll be short, hairy, balding. If he just relinquishes the financial responsibility of your life, you're going to be like, I don't know, I kind of been coming around to bald men. I don't know. I don't like them that tall anymore. I like a guy that looks at me right in my eyes, at the eye level. When that rent check comes and it's just covered, you're going to be like, I don't know, I like him hairy. I don't know. I like running my fingers through it along his back. That's what it feels like. Bliss. You know what I mean? You won't be so frazzled from month to month. You'll learn to love that man. Didn't your grandma teach you nothing? You'll learn to love him. If he's covering your life expense, which is considerably high if you have good taste. So you'll learn that. You'll learn to lay on that mat of chest hair like it's a comforter. All right? You'll come around. You'll come around to it. All right? You'll warm up to him. Oh, man. Let's see here. What would you, hang on. What would you say if my ex, hang on. What, it keeps jumping. What would you say if my ex got engaged 2.5 months after I broke up with him? That's how it is, folks. Here's the thing. You can't, if a man's not ready, there's nothing you can do short of saving his life, and even then, to make him ready to marry you. That's why you see these relationships go on with people for 6 years, 8 years. 8 years into a relationship, and then y'all break up, and 6 months later, he's married to that cute barista. He eloped with that cute barista that you always knew he had a thing for. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing you can do to make him ready. That's it. And here's another thing. Men are perfectly willing to waste many years of your life for their own convenience, and it won't even be a second thought. Straight up. You'll just now be 8 years older. Perfect. So, protect yourself, folks. Protect your heart. Protect your years, because many a man will waste them. I promise you that. Hello, folks. Two years max, that's right. If y'all been dating 6 years and he hasn't proposed yet, and don't even get me started about an engagement ring. Ha! You mean a shut-up ring? Engagement rings don't mean nothing. Y'all be engaged for 4 years. You see women that are like that. Those sad old women. They're not even old yet, but they're getting old. Sad old women engaged for 4+ years. What? What are y'all waiting for? You know what I mean? And the other thing is the guys that are making them wait, the guys that have these poor women engaged for 4 years, it's not like they're worried about their financial assets. Those guys that keep those women on a chain like that, unwilling to take the dive or pull the trigger or whatever you want to call it, the guys that are making women be engaged for 4 years are always broke guys. They're not like rich, affluent men. They're just like broke fucking losers that are working on their, I don't know, SoundCloud career or some shit, and they're just dragging some women along through some fucking promise that one day that they're going to get married, and meanwhile she's walking around with the same old ring and no marriage certificate for 4+ years. It's not like the guy's got any gold to dig in the first place, and he's scared that she's going to take him for all he's got the moment they get married. Yeah, right. What gold? Where is it? Because I've been living with you for 6 years. I haven't seen not one gold bar once, not one bullion, not one nugget, nothing. Where is this gold that you're so afraid I'm going to take from you? And yet they're just dragging it on, wasting years of your life. You guys get what I'm saying? Men were perfectly willing to waste your time and years, let me tell you. And that wouldn't even be a problem. It only is a problem for those of you who want to have children. Y'all want to have complications during pregnancy or labor? Because if you do, date a man and let him string you along for 8 years. Then that's what you're going to get. Perfect. It is crazy. Are there any high-end restaurants in Vegas? I'm not your travel guide. What? What does this look like? Do I look like a pamphlet to you? Am I a brochure? You better look at Google, girl. I'm not even in Vegas. Why are you even asking me? Do you mean to type that, Grandma? You mean to type that in the Google, Granny? You need your glasses. You're on the wrong search engine. Best restaurants in Vegas. Are you married? No. Oh, man. I'm 32. I'm 30. Hang on. I'm 32, haven't dated since 17. You're a grown-ass woman, haven't dated since you were a minor? Oh, sorry, the chat jumped. I'm 32, haven't dated since 17, left a 12-year relationship. It's ghetto outside. How do I... Oh, my goodness gracious. Excuse me. How do I meet men? Well, I'm going to just clue you in. Since the last time you were dating, you were literally a child. You got to get out your house. You're not Rapunzel. You can't just sit up on your couch and just poof, some man's going to appear. You know, some night's not going to come riding up to your castle, let down your hair. All right? You got to get outside. You got to tweeze those eyebrows. Get a light beat. Tease that hair a little bit, okay? Get a heel about yay inch tall, at least, okay? And hit the bricks. Get out there, all right? Get a life. You get what I mean? That's what you do. And since you haven't dated since you were 17, maybe look at a modern day makeup tutorial on YouTube or two. All right? It's different now. They do the eyeshadow different now. It's different. Okay? There's new technology. Watch a couple of those videos. Get yourself an adjacent mirror. All right? Then get out there. That's how you do it, folks. Start saying yes to things. All right? Get some practice in. Get your reps in. Even if he's not that cute, get some reps in. You know what I mean? You need practice. You're all out of sorts. Okay? You better get you a light beat or whatever and get out there. Okay? Oh, man. Get out there and start getting some offers. You know what I mean? The thirst is real. The bar is low, but the thirst is real. So, watch a makeup tutorial or two and get some offers. All right? That's what you should do. That's right, folks. And if you, wait. What if you haven't been with a man in 6 years? Then you need to clean those cobwebs out, sis. You, more than anybody, needs to start saying yes, even to the medium ugly ones. All right? Get some reps in. All right? Some Bible study or whatever. You'll be walking around a whole brand new person. One good evening will give you a brand new lease on life. All right? So get out there, Lazarus. Get out there. Hit the bricks. You'll wake up like That's So Raven. Have a whole new lease on things. All right? Clean those cobwebs out. Clear your head. All right? Get out there. Hello, folks. Okay, so listen, I'm doing the TikTok thing. I'm joking around about this whole find yourself a provider, man, whatever. But there's a gold rush happening right now on TikTok. People making a lot of money on TikTok, let me tell you. Moms, whatever. I was just at an expo yesterday, on Wednesday, watching some people talk about how much money they're making on TikTok, selling mop heads and what skincare and gummies and snacks and candy and all kinds of stuff. And they're making hand over fist money. It's insane. I posted about it yesterday. I don't know if y'all saw that on my Instagram. People are making a lot of money on TikTok. So, and Russell, I have a company where I'm a corporate partner with TikTok. So what I'm doing now at 6 o'clock, which is in 5 minutes from now, I'm doing a free training on exactly how to make money at TikTok as an affiliate seller for brands on the platform, reviewing products you already like and use. All right? If you can do that, you'll make money on that platform. People making money, let me tell you. These I posted about it yesterday. This woman is on her 4th kid making $400,000 a month selling all kinds of stuff, mostly cleaning supplies. It's the craziest shit. Literally, it's the craziest shit. So I'm explaining how that's all done. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do it. Click the link on my story right now and join us over there. And I'm going to continue the live over there. Talk about how to make some damn money. Because don't get me wrong, you should find somebody to provide for you, no doubt. As a woman and as a man, you should be trying to get money. But right now is just an opportunity on TikTok. It's great. So I'm going to show you how to do it, folks. Click the link on my story, and I'll see you guys over there. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. It's been a fun live. We'll see you, everybody that's coming to learn how to make money on TikTok. We'll see you there, and everybody else, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Bye, YouTube.